Buenos dias, my love. I just woke up and my ancestors told me to do a purification bath. So that's what we're going to be putting together today. Purification baths are really important to do kind of regularly when it comes to your healing practice because they can just help, remove any stagnant energies and also keep you like healed, purifying yourself and shifting any thing that you've kind of absorbed or taken in from like the past couple of days, like within the week, and just kind of bringing you back to center. Okay, so that's what we're going to be putting together today. I already grabbed one of the herbs. I am picking out the herbs intuitively, but we are working with purifying herbs specifically, and we are working with also a little bit of road opening herbs because you're going to want to also add herbs that are going to put you in alignment to where you're trying to go. So that's what we're doing today. Really quickly, this is not going to be a long video, hopefully, because you guys are not going to talk a lot, but I just wanted to share this bath with you guys just in case you need to do it, because it's so important to keep your energy cleansed and good to go. Also, because you guys know I talk a lot, don't forget to use the code Solar Eclipse 33 for my I'm basically having a sale on all of my services for the solar eclipse. It ends on the 20th, so definitely take advantage of it if you need a reading. I know the energy for the eclipse is already feeling very intense, so this would be a great time to sit with a reading. I've been doing a lot of divination work as well, which is super, super important just to ground and center. But yeah, so definitely make sure you take advantage of it. Also, the next workshop slash ceremony that we're doing is for the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. We're doing a purification ritual. It's going to be amazing. There's a new workbook coming out for release and transformation. The link will be down below to get tickets. And with that being said, let's get started on this bath. Higuera is nice and ready. Also, this is just a tip for those who need it. If you're just trying to make a, one shot, like one time spiritual bath, and you don't want to over kind of put too many herbs, make sure you're using like a smaller bowl. This higuera is like about the size of my hands, so it's a nice size for doing a bath that's like about one or two, it can be used one or two times or singular depending on how big I make it. But I can be heavy-handed with my herbs sometimes. When I've used a bigger higuera, I end up, making a bigger batch, which is fine because then I have a bath for later. I'm not complaining, but if you're not trying to necessarily over push your herbs too much and use too much and be heavy-handed, it helps to not, so you just use a smaller bowl. Anyway, with that being said, we're gonna start with eucalyptus, the queen of healing herbs. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon in there. Eucalyptus is amazing for energy healing. It's amazing for healing your body, purifying your thoughts, your emotional energy specifically. It is such a powerful herb for protection, clarity, to really clear up the fog. I love eucalyptus so much. I work with it literally all the time. Next, I'm going to be adding some nettles. Nettles is also amazing for cleansing, for positivity. It's great as an uncrossing herb. It's really also great for like any type of exorcism, like removing, separating different energies, and it's also a very powerful healing herb. Next, we're gonna add rosemary. Rosemary is also really amazing for healing. It is a purification herb. It really helps to, protect your energies and encourage your healing. It brings clarity, it banishes negativity. It's also an exorcism herb as well. So really great for focus and bringing strength back into the body. So that's why we're using it here. Next is gonna be chamomile, the queen of like peace and balance outside from lavender. Really great for balancing emotion. It's another purification herb as well. Really amazing to help you de-stress and kind of relax, but it's also a money and love and sleep and like great for glamour magic as well. So if you've been like, let's say you've been really heavy on yourself, you've been very judgmental on yourself, you've been just not necessarily the best at loving yourself, chamomile is a great one to work with to just kind of bring you back to center and rebalance those energies. Next, we're gonna add lemongrass. Okay, lemongrass is amazing to help regulate your mood, balance your mood. It's also a cleansing herb. It is a purification herb. It really helps to unlock and work on healing your intuitive abilities, so like your third eye, visions, clairvoyance. So when it comes to healing work and purification, sometimes we end up blocking our gifts. This is a really powerful herb to help you, you know, keep it open and, you know, keep the energy fluid. Next is gonna be sage. This isn't white sage, this is just regular old sage. Sage is amazing for healing. It's great for wisdom, bringing you back to, you know, in alignment with not only your own truth, your own vision for your life, but it's amazing for wishes and wisdom. So it really can help you integrate lessons from the things that you're learning. And because we're like in this eclipse energy that we're building up to, because you can feel eclipse energy 2 weeks before it hits and 2 weeks after. So, you know, as we're integrating lessons, as we're integrating this shift and change, it's really good to use sage, because it just helps to integrate these healing and focus on our long-term goals, because it's just so great for longevity and really kind of sticking you through having a sense of vision for your life moving forward. Next is my queen, oregano. Okay, I work with oregano so much. It is a purification herb. It is a hex breaking herb. It is a defensive magic herb. It's a cleansing herb. It's really great for protection and just releasing any kind of black magic, any kind of like hex work and stuff like that, any kind of jinxes. It's just really good for removing that from the body. I work with oregano so much because it's such a potent at defensive magic. So because it's a purifying herb, it helps to kind of release all that and pretty much regulate the body back to where it needs to be. So that's why we're using it. So next we are adding lavender. Lavender is a purification herb, really great to purify your head, really great for dream work, and especially if you've been having nightmares, if you've been also having a lot of like heart pain when it comes to love, relationships, any type of issues, if you've been having a hard time sleeping, if you've been having a lot of nightmares, dreams, and if you just need to come back to peace, this is a great herb for purification of like the upper energy centers, the upper chakras. So highly recommend using this in your purification. Next, we are adding calendula. Okay, marigold, for those who know it as that, is also a purification herb, really great for working with the ancestors, really great for road opening, really great for dreams, enhancing your psychic abilities, success, love. It is a really powerful herb to really help you kind of realign yourself and open the path forward. That's why we're adding it here. And the last herb that we're going to be adding is bay leaves. We're going to be adding a couple bay leaves in there. Bay leaves is also a purification herb, really great to repel the evil eye, really great for protection, really great for manifesting, healing, success, wishes, luck, focus. Okay, it's a very multi-dimensional herb, but it's really great for purification. So that's why we're adding it here. So if you're needing to kind of lift lift the veil from some issues that you've been having, you're gonna need some did I say basil? I meant bay leaves, y'all. I just woke up, okay? Work with me here. Anyway, we're gonna go make the bath now. I'm just gonna put the bay leaves to the side for a second while we grind up the rest of the herb. We're grabbing the mortar and pestle, and we're just gonna grind up the herbs and activate them for what I need them to do. I like to do a little bit at a time. This just helps to release also the aroma and just pray over it. I always like to knock it 3 times just to activate it. Okay, so now that I gave it a good grounding, this is like a soft grinding. I'm just going to work it. I moved it to the bigger higuera. So I'm just gonna work it with my hands and just pray over it, and also feel the energy of the blends and how it's feeling. I'm gonna keep the bay leaves whole, and I'm just going to take them in my hands. I'm gonna hold them in my hands together, and I'm gonna pray over them, and then put them in the side, and then I'm gonna go bring them to the water. Not me getting a channeled message from the herbs. They have a lot to say. Okay, so here it is. Here's the channeled message from the herbs. do not limit yourself to what you can receive. Do not limit yourself to the doors that can and will open for you. It's a very simple message, but that's literally what they're saying. Okay, so you're gonna bring the water to a simmer. Then we're gonna add our herbs in there. And we're gonna let that brew for 20 minutes on low heat. And I'm gonna prepare the rest of the purification, but technically it's a spiritual bath, but you guys know I take spiritual showers. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now we're gonna start building the bath. The first thing that I'm going to add is I can't really say what this is because this is part of a closed practice, but you can use whatever kind of base water you want, whether it's moon water, river water, whatever you feel comfortable with. There's a specific water that I'm using. There we go. And yeah, that just know that that's the specific water that I'm using. There's that I can't talk about. Next I'm gonna just add some Florida water. Okay, you don't need a whole lot, but just enough. Next, I'm gonna add my ancestor ritual oil because the ancestors told me to use this bath. So if there's anything that I need to clear, this is a great time for them to help me as I'm doing that process in the shower. And my prosperity ritual oil, because part of doing that purification and adding those road opening herbs is to help to open the way. So that's why we're adding that. It's almost done. There's like less than a minute on the timer left. You can stay here and just pray over the bath again. I already prayed over it and spoke to it many times. But yeah, we're just going to pray over it, continue the good vibes, and then pour it over once we're ready. Okay, so now it's time to pour. So I'm just gonna, I like to tilt it to the edge, not just have it like that, because then the liquid goes everywhere. And I'm just gonna pour that in there. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna throw the herbs in the compost, and I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit before I take my spiritual bath. But yeah, that's basically how you do the purification bath. I hope that this was helpful for whoever needed to watch it. Thank you to all the subscribers, all the Patreon members, all the love. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a very blessed day.